I don't think any of us were expecting to wake up to an official tweet from Nintendo announcing the Switch 2 will be revealed in this financial year, and also a Nintendo Direct will be airing in June announcing the rest of the games coming in 2024. I just love when they start off the tweets with you just know they're going to announce something amazing whenever they do this. I mean, clearly I wasn't expecting this because I literally uploaded a video yesterday predicting when the Switch 2 could be revealed, and hey, it actually aged pretty well. So check that video out where we discuss that in further detail, as it essentially confirms it will be announced anytime from now to March 2025. But in this video, let's focus on what could be announced in this upcoming Nintendo Direct, as the company is in a very interesting place at the moment. We know no more major games will be coming, as they obviously are going to want to save these for the upcoming console. So what smaller titles could we see announced here? Let's go over some safe-ish predictions and the likelihood of them happening. Well, to kick things off, we have seen a leak recently from ESRB and the famous Pyoro about Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, which Pyoro also states is a $30 title, so we know it's going to be a smaller game. And in terms of what this could be, well, the description on the ESRB website states it's a collection of different games, obviously from the NES, where you traverse through various modes, speedruns, survival, etc., kind of giving off NES remix vibes. With this being rated recently, I feel like it has a very high chance of being at this Direct. I mean, has a bird ever been wrong? And it could even be shadow dropped in this Direct, or at the very least within the next 2 months. Either way, it'll be interesting to see, as at first I thought it would just be a port of the actual cartridge that they had at the show and used there on NSO or something, and hey, maybe they'll even bring back the Nintendo World Championships, which would be really cool. The next games I've spoken about many times. I've always said this will surely be the year, and if you know me, you'll know what I'm talking about. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. Everyone expects these games to always show up and they never do. But honestly, this is probably the last chance, as I'd imagine this will be the last main Direct focused purely on the Switch, unless we get a September one, which I highly doubt. These 2 ports would be so simple to bring over and make all the sense in the world. They will sell well, fans will be happy, and it would be great to have in September of this year. And if they aren't here, I will be so confused that out of all of the Wii U ports to leave behind, they pick the 2 big 3D Zelda games that everybody loves. I think these have a high chance of being here. It just makes so much sense that they were saving these for sort of the end of the Switch's life for a quiet year. Hopefully, right? This will be the time, surely, I hope. Please. Speaking of GameCube games, we had Metroid Prime Remastered last year and it was absolutely amazing. It looked great, it was awesome to see. Do I think they'll stop there? No. I think it's likely Metroid Prime 2 will also make its way over. Probably not on the same level as the first one in terms of the graphics and everything, because man, that was a beautiful remaster. But if it's more similar to how they ported Pikmin 1 and 2 over, I'm honestly fine with that. Just keep the momentum going with Metroid as we get closer to Prime 4, and honestly this would be a perfect release for October, unless they decide to shadow drop it again, which I kind of hope they don't do. Give it a bit more marketing, give it a bit more space to breathe. In terms of Prime 3, will this be here as well? It's possible, but maybe they're saving that for a little later, and I think it could be a bit cramped unless they decide to drop Prime 2 around summer and Prime 3 towards the end of the year or early 2025. I don't know, but I think they would probably save that for early 2025, just before the Switch 2 releases or something, or maybe it makes its way over, I don't know. But either way, I see Prime 2 as more of a medium chance of being here, Prime 3 on the lower side, but I would love to see something Metroid at this Direct. I mean, it'd kind of be annoying if they just brought Metroid Prime 1 over and left the other 2, but we'll see. Now, I don't want to go too crazy with these predictions, as again, we really are in the final months of the Switch being the main console now. So one last prediction, and this is the holiday title, because no matter how big or small, they will want to have something out in the holiday season, and I think a new Mario Party is very possible. Now at first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they may want to save this for the Switch 2 launch year or something, but they never tend to have Mario Party games around the launch of a a console, at least recently, and they have often had Mario Party games around the end of a console's life. So what do we know? Firstly, as of recent, Mario Party games have been coming out roughly every 3 years, and the last game was Superstars in 2021. So what have ND Cube been up to this past 3 years apart from working on Everybody Want to Switch, which probably took them 5 minutes to develop? So unless they've been working on a new IP or something completely random, I think it's Mario Party, as let's be real, they are known as the Mario Party developers now. We also know they love to release Mario Party games in the holiday season, so it would be the perfect fit, and they always sell incredibly well. I mean, look at the sales of both these games. Absolutely insane. Even if at that point in November we have the reveal trailer for the Switch 2 already and we're only a few months away from launch, and I could see it honestly being a Superstars 2, but this time focusing on the GameCube games with all of the boards being from there, but hopefully more than 5 boards. Now, if we don't get a Mario Party game here, I do think we could still see some sort of Mario spin-off, although, let's be real, we have had loads of Mario games in the past year or so, it's been insane. But maybe a Mario Baseball, that is the last major Mario sport game we haven't got on the Switch. I would love to see that here, as it has been ages, but honestly, I'm not holding my breath. It's a little more on the copium side if I'm being real. Maybe a Mario and Sonic at the Paris 2024 Olympics? I mean, hey, it is coming up. They always like to release these Olympic games in the same year, so I could see that happening. But either way, I think out of all of them, Mario Party is more likely, and a great way to end off the year. So Nintendo World Championships NES Edition around June/July, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD in September, Metroid Prime 2 in October maybe, and Mario Party in November. That would be the perfect second half of the year and doesn't sound too unrealistic to me. 3 of these games are only ports. 1 is essentially just a collection of NES games, and 1 brand new game. Now, I could go super unrealistic here and say, hey, I want a new Tomodachi Life or the new Donkey Kong game that's been talked about for ages, but as much as I would love those, I'm trying to make these more safe-ish, realistic predictions. They probably won't all happen, but I could see majority of them coming at least, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And remember, these predictions are just for fun, and let me know what games you think we will see in the comments down below. Please be Wind Waker, please be Wind Waker, please be Wind Waker.
Sunrise.